Spotlight is brought to you by Young and Seven.
Is that your voice?
No. If I should love this beat.
Mommy, don't cry for me. Mommy, come dance for me. Mommy, come smile for me. No, don't frown for me. Mommy, come dance for me. Mommy, don't cry for me. Mommy, come smile to me. Mommy, come dance for me. Be the best to the first. From the S to the vice to the S. To the Y to the Z. Mommy, girl, to the Y
Yes.
to the Z.
I'll bring my phone there, but you can use it. I'll just place it at the other side when you're ready. Don't worry, I'll sort it out, but you can use that. Yes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Aha. Let's first of all sort that out first. I don't know what the studio, but it's not stable. Is that a video or you're going live?
Probably go like. I'll go like.
Alright. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, guys. You're welcome to Spotlight on Yabatech Radio 89.3. My name is Comfort Wahoye. You're welcome to the show this beautiful Wednesday morning. Happy Salah to all our Muslim faithfuls, to all our Muslim friends. Please now invite me. It's only the meat that my landlord gave me that I ate yesterday. No other person gave me meat. So if not for my landlord, no meat. Please invite me now. Happy Salah to every one of you, and I do hope that this Salah celebration brings you joy and brings you all the good things that you ever wish and pray for. So you're welcome to the show this morning. It's Spotlight on Yabatech Radio 89.3 FM, and today we have someone in the studio like always, and we're talking branding as well, building an iconic brand. That's what we're talking about today. But remember that at 11:30 we'll have our spelling bee segment. So if you have you're very good with spelling words, you can spell words very well, feel free and have fun on the show today. At 11:30 call in, attempt to spell at least 3 words correctly, and your ability to spell them correctly qualifies you to win airtime, or rather you get to win airtime on the show. At 11:30 to 11:45 we'll have spelling bee, but for now we get to meet our guest, and at any point you have a question or you need clarification on something as regards to the topic we have today, feel free to call in as well. The numbers to call 07018001783, 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call, so feel free to be part of the show today. So let's meet our guest. My guest, his life's goals are to add significant value, make remarkable impact, solve problems, and succeed mostly through brand strategy and innovation disruption. My guest is a brand architect, business strategist, and disruption aficionado. Having worked on 200 plus brands and counting, he continues to pursue brand transformation for business profitability and brand effectiveness. His education and training spans across language and communications, marketing, project management, business strategy, Lean Six Sigma, and strategic human resource management. TM, as he is fondly called, is the former head of marketing and strategy at Fine and Country West Africa, a multinational real estate firm focused on branding and marketing prime commercial and luxury residential properties. He is currently the lead catalyst at Terra Nova Creation Solution, an avant-garde brand architecture, business strategy and marketing solutions company in Lagos, Nigeria. TM is passionate about brands, people, family, and relationships. He loves to tell compelling stories. I have on Spotlight today Tolu Moyon. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Comfort. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Happy Salah.
Same to you.
Did you by any
You have
means
from your
get
language. I've
any
never had
Salah
at all.
meat
I've
yesterday?
not at all, you know.
No, the holiday is not over, so
Not
probably
over.
get some today.
This is what I mean, you know, that, you know, Salah will come and go, but, you know,
Exactly.
you know.
Life continues, though,
yes,
and
sir.
Mary is like 5 months
You know
pregnant,
what I mean?
4
Exactly.
months pregnant already. So let's, You're welcome to the show. Like I said earlier, listeners at home, if you can be part of the show by just calling the numbers for questions. If you know my guest, you want to shout out to him, feel free to do that. 07018001783, 09131384110. So now I'm going to start with how your love for branding starts. When did you realize that you love branding? When did you even know there's a word called branding? Let's start from there.
Okay. Thanks, Comfort. Yeah, very good question. Always good to start from the start, right? So, interestingly, my passion for branding sort of evolved, over time. As a matter of fact, I started out just doing graphics, right? I started as a graphics guy, like most people that around today, Then, from doing graphics, I'm generally a very creatively restless person. Okay. So I'm constantly pushing the envelope, right? Constantly asking myself, what's the next level? Which is what I do now for businesses. So, so I got a bit tired of doing graphics. Then I'll go to clients and they'll say, they have a graphics guy that is cheaper, why am I charging so much? And, I started in the age where people were not even paying for graphics to start with. As a matter of fact, I actually started with printing. Then exactly, yeah. So I started with printing, and then I'll go to clients and they'll say, the graphic guy is still working on design, it's not ready yet. And I'll say, okay, come back when we have the design. So I just thought to myself, how hard can I do design, right? So I started doing designs. Okay. I was self-taught. Started doing graphics. So I said to them, okay, you don't have a design, that's fine. I'll cook something up, and I'll do something. I say, okay, this is not bad though. For free. We're doing a lot of free things. We've done a lot of free work, So we do, for free. And then they say, okay, great. I mean, so you can go and print now. Because they say, you're printing for us. Why should you now charge us for doing design? So, but again, so I said to myself, okay, there must be a next level. This can't be the end, right? So I started doing some research, and I realized that, graphic design is like the least form of creative expression, right? There's more to that. And I've always just liked the idea of, image creation, image improvement. So, started doing some research, I realized that, okay, the next level for graphic design is actually, branding. So I started, went to school for that, did some courses in branding, and strategy. And then pretty much that's how it started. And I realized that, that was something I actually loved, So started doing that by myself, started obviously as most people, one-man business, an entrepreneur. Then I started, after a while, over the years, started building, my own team, basically. So yeah, that's how we started. Yeah.
Okay, so we hear a lot of people define branding in their own way. Some will tell you, branding is your logo. Some will tell you, branding is what people think about you and all of that. So can you give us a definition of branding that everyone can relate with?
Okay, so that's an interesting question. It's a very good question as well, because it's something that I have to deal with every time. It's an education that I have to do every time. Okay, so, and I've consulted a few people, I have mentors in the industry, I have people that I follow, I have people that I talk to. Now, I'll start with the definition of a brand. Okay. Then we'll now go to branding. Okay. Because branding is an offshoot of the word brand, right? Now, a brand, like most people know, or hear, say, you know what, I have a brand, or, I like this brand. What is a brand? One of what I respect the most in this industry says that a brand is a gut feeling. Right?
That's a new one. A gut feeling.
Yeah, it's a gut feeling. And that's interesting, and I'll break it down a bit. He said a brand is a gut feeling. And basically, what do people feel about you? What's the first thing that comes to mind when people hear the name of your business? That thing that comes to mind is your brand. And I'll tell you why I like that. I like that because that is what actually necessitates the business of branding because you want to create an impression. You know, somebody else says, somebody else I respect says that, your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. So again, that's basically customer experience, right? Or customer testimonial. So you will now begin to see that that a brand is more than a logo, right? For instance, if I say xenophobia, something comes to mind. A certain country comes to mind.
Yeah, I was going to say it, but let me...
Right, I know, right? But I just said a word. I didn't say the name of the country.
Yeah.
I didn't put their flag in your
You
face.
didn't even tell me it's a country.
I didn't even tell you it's a country. Exactly. So, when I said xenophobia, something came to your mind. That is a brand. Because that country have developed a perception that makes people think of them when you mention xenophobia. If I say, for instance, Apple, if I say I need an apple, your brain starts to think, does it want a fruit?
iPhone.
Or does it want, right? Does it want, okay. So, but I've not said iPhone 13, I've not said iPhone 12. So that's what, so a brand is actually, so I believe very strongly. So in my mind, this is what I define a brand as. A brand is a consistent perception about a product or a service. That's what I believe a brand is. So a brand is a consistent perception of a product or a service, and I'll tell you why. So when you've had a lot of people that have the same feeling or experience about your service or your product, remember the same, different people, same feeling, same perception, same experience about a product or a service. That is when you say you have built a brand. So now let's go to branding. Okay. So now that we established what the brand is, so now it's easier for you to now define what branding is, right? So I can now tell you that branding is all the processes and systems involved in creating an impression or perception of a product or a service.
That's it. Perfect.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Okay.
So we know the branding is a process.
Exactly.
Branding, you
A
define
system.
that particular one. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Interesting.
Yes.
So what are the components of branding? What are those things that make up branding?
So fantastic. So now that we've sort of established what the brand is, and we've established what branding is, then it's now easy for us to now talk about the elements of a brand. So that's when I start saying things like, and the primary element of a brand is their identity,
Okay.
right? It's their logo identity. So people generally
Brand
will say,
identity, logo identity, are they the same?
no,
Can
they're
we use
not.
them interchangeably?
Yes, no, not really. So I'll tell you my understanding of that. So I'll say your logo identity, right? Your logo identity refers to a set of icons or shapes or colors or text that define your brand. Okay, so that's, say the name of your company is Comfy International. That is, the name of your company. Then you decide to use, let's say, Times New Roman or Arial, right, to write it. Then because it's comfy, you now say, I like the letter C. Then you create a C, right? And then put flowers around it, maybe because you like flowers, right? Then put flowers around the C. You've created a logo, right? So that is your logo identity. It is not your brand identity.
Okay.
Your brand identity is, remember we defined the brand, right? A brand, we said, is gut feeling, is impression, is perception, is opinion, right? So your brand identity is what people feel about you. That thing that they feel about you when they mention your name, that is your brand identity. It's different from your logo identity. So your brand is not your logo.
Yeah.
Your logo is just part of your brand. So when we talk about the elements of a brand, one of the most important things is now your logo. So first thing we'll do is, design a logo for you. However, and this is where a lot of companies also get this wrong. However, when you're designing your brand identity or your logo identity, you must first define the brand identity before you define your logo identity. So let me explain this. So if many times, we tell people, people ask us to maybe do a logo. and we give them a quote, and they say, why is it so expensive? It's just a logo. I say, it's not just a logo. If you wanted just a logo, go and meet Sahid in, you know. Well, you said it. You know what I mean? It's not just a logo, right? If you understand that this thing would create a certain impression about you and should outlast you
Or outlive you.
right? If you understand the importance of that icon or that font or that text or the shape that we use, right, then you understand that it's not just a logo. So when you've decided, so we always start with strategy before we do branding, as a matter of fact. So we'll say, what do you want people to think about you when they see you? At least when they see your logo. What do you want them to, what impression do you want them to have? So when we've done that, we now start to create the logo identity. So some of the elements of your brand is your logo. It's very important. So think about iconic logos. Think about Coca-Cola, right? They've had that swoosh. They've had that cursive font forever. I mean, since I was a child, I've known that that logo is iconic. They've not had to change it. Think about Nike. TCB logo. Think about Nike. Think about the swoosh. You know, you think it's just, but it's just do it. You see, you're doing that and say just do it at the same time. So you've created something that is more than just a logo. You've created, you know, a little bit more. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so now, does every business need branding? Do you think there are businesses that should not be bothered about branding?
I don't think so. Not if you want to be in business for a long time.
Not if you want to create. I'm talking about, for instance, a young lady who just has an Instagram store.
Yeah. So again, which is why the question always comes up: what do you want? What are you trying to build? You know, which is why, you know, the topic of thing is building an iconic brand. If you want to build something that will outlive you, you must certainly think about branding. Because let me tell you something about branding that a lot of people don't realize. Branding is happening, whether I like it or not. So
Whether I put thoughts to it,
whether you decide to do it or not, it's happening. People are creating an opinion. They're creating a perception. They're creating. You're giving an experience, whether I like it or not. The only difference is will you be deliberate about it, or will you will you decide to do branding, or will you let branding happen to you? Do you see? But branding is always happening because for every vendor you know on Instagram, you have an opinion about them. That is branding. For everybody that provides a service for you, you have an opinion about that. You know, this guy is never. I have a client.
So it's your choice to own the narrative.
Exactly.
I have a narrative.
Exactly. I have a client, for instance, you know, that I met a few months ago. She's a food vendor. In the history of food making, I've never seen anybody that is more timely than her. If she says to you 7 a.m. in the morning, assure you, at 10 minutes to 7, she's calling you to say she's outside your door. Do you understand? Without necessarily deciding that she's doing something, she's she's leaving an opinion in your mind. So when I talk about her, I say, I'll mention her name. I mean, every day, loads of it. Debbie, you're here before time. Oh, is it Debbie? No, Debbie will be here on time. I could go somewhere and I say, who's bringing the food? And they mention her name, name of her business. I won't mention the name of her business because there's no free marketing, right? I say, oh no, it's Debbie. No, she'll be here on time. This is what I'm saying. Yes. Yeah. So she's creating an impression. She's creating an opinion. She's creating an experience. You know, so if you are in any business, you definitely must consider, branding. Yeah, you definitely must consider.
So our listeners at home, feel free to be part of the program. If you have questions, or you want to make a comment, or you want to shout out to my guest, probably worked with him some time ago, you know, feel free to call the phone numbers 07018001783, 09131384110, 07018001783, 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the show. Feel free to call in with your questions or comments and or shout out. So now we've talked about why it's important that the business owner owns the narrative. So let's talk about some of the advantages. Why should I own my own narrative? Let's talk about the good side and the bad side of owning your narrative or not owning your narrative.
Yeah. So the truth is, the pros outweigh the cons, right? In some cases, and we've known some people as well, you find that they do more talking than walking, right? So they talk the talk, but they don't quite deliver on the value. So that's the only con I know about branding. You know, the fact that you make a promise. You know, somebody else says that. So some even define your brand as a promise. A brand is a promise, right? It's a promise. I say it's a promise kept. Once you keep your promise, then you're branding right.
Not promise and fail.
Absolutely not promise and fail.
I saw a meme this morning. I was just going through LinkedIn and I saw a meme, or rather an artwork, and the person said that, you know, when you're making promises as a brand, that you should, you know, try not to tell a lie. That because I wouldn't want you to tell a lie to my wife. Do you get the? Get it?
Right.
I wouldn't want you to tell a lie
Exactly.
to my wife.
Wife,
So don't
yeah.
tell a lie on your brand promise and all of that.
Exactly.
Okay. So
Yeah.
let's look at the pros there.
So the pros definitely, I mean, one of the most important things about building a brand or being deliberate about your branding is that it puts you ahead of the competition, right? I say to my clients all the time, you know, a lot of things that people suggest to them when you're trying to do a marketing intervention, for instance, they say, well, we have all these ideas. And I say, you know, so you know the 4 P's of marketing, you know, promo, price, and I say those things are outdated, you know, to a large extent. Because I say to my clients, you can't out-promo your competition. You know, there are pages that you go to, 95% of the time they are doing a promo. Why are you running a promo? Are you afraid of the price that you're charging? If it's too high, then just reduce the price. Why do you run a promo every time? I tell my guys, don't ever run a promo. If you're very clear on the service, on the value that you're delivering, if you're very clear about that, and you're clear on your pricing, because there's also pricing strategy, you must never run a promo. If by any chance you run a promo, it must be short and sharp, such that before the promo even goes up, is done. So people will never see you do a promo. I know. I've never heard Jaguar doing a promo. Or Bentley.
Well,
promo. Buy to get one free.
These are big brands already.
You know,
These
but-
are big brands. I
yeah.
think for brands that run promo, that do
Yes.
promos, I think it's basically for more visibility.
Yes. So maybe I'm being a bit too hard. So
Yes.
so absolutely, some people must. So I mean, there are different kinds of businesses, right? And obviously different cadre. So maybe not. I won't use a false hope and say never on a promo. But I will say that you mustn't be seen as a company that's always doing promos,
Okay.
right? Because once you do that every time, people have the impression. Remember, branding is impression.
Yeah.
It's not about impression. And again, 95% of decisions or buying decisions are emotion based, right? And because humans are emotional people, they judge everything first by emotion. So if they always see a promo on your page, they'll feel like, oh, that means, you know, the actual price is too much. That's why they always do a promo. So that's what I mean by, you know, so that's one of the cons of doing promo all the time. So, but when you do branding, you're clear about your service, you're clear about the value, you're clear about the pricing, and you stick to it. The truth is, there will always be people that will patronize you. There will always be people out there that will patronize you at the price that you stay on. Right? So that's one of the benefits of branding, is that you're clear about your value, you're communicating to the right people. So there are 3 things I always say when I say you're building your brand. The first thing I say is people, right? And the people is 2 sides of the coin. On one side of the people is internal people, the people that work with you, your team, right? Do they believe in your vision? Do they believe in what you've promised, in your brand promise? Do they believe? I mean, have you seen people where they go to companies and tell them, oh, you know what, we're trying to sell these houses are 150 million, and by themselves, holding that brochure in their hands, entering the company official car, collecting the AC in the car, and extending salary at the end of the month. They know that these houses are too expensive, right? So by themselves, they don't even believe in the product. So if you don't believe in the product, how are you going to sell it? One of the guys I listen to, you know, Grant Cardone, always says you must have an unreasonable level of belief in the product you're selling. Do you understand? It's not just a belief. An unreasonable level of belief in the product you're selling. If you're selling the product, you must believe in it so much that you can buy it all by yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? So you produce 40, maybe you sell slippers or you sell shoes, and you produce 40 shoes. You must believe in your shoes so much that you can buy them as, you know, I'm going to buy these 40 shoes myself. Because this is what, I mean, that's a joke, obviously.
Yeah.
But you get the point.
I get
It's
the
you're
point.
unreasonable because you understand the value of the product. So your people, very important. The people that you work with, which starts with yourself as a business owner, you must believe in what you're doing. Enough people don't believe in the product they're selling, on the service they're rendering. So people, very important. Then there's now the people that they're selling to. I always say to my clients, you must always put people first. Any business that puts people first can never run out of business, because there's business at the end of the day is for people, whether you like it or not. You're doing business for people, so you must always put people first in which people will call your target audience, right, or your target markets, right? So you must very clear who your target market is, and just go for them and stay right there, like you said. So people like Bentley, for instance, it's not just that they're big companies; it's that they know who their target market is, right, and they just stay there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
just like Apple too, they know that they're not. It's not mass market.
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
It's not
Yeah,
mass market.
yeah. You know, Apple, by the way, I don't think they're an IT company. I think they're more of a marketing company, but that's a different conversation, right? But they're very clear of the people that they know. So they're building, which is the next thing I'm going to quote. So the first thing is your people. The second thing is your tribe, right? So there's a book I wrote that's called "Dump Your Customers, Build a Tribe." The thing about customers is customers will come and go, but a tribe stays. Right? Whatever tribe you're from, I'm not sure you've changed it since you were born. When people belong, when you build a tribe of people, those are the guys that, one, are loyal to you, so they come back. Two, they become advocates for your brand. So they don't just buy, but they bring other people to buy. Right? And they always come back. There's nothing better than repeat clients. I mean, I say to my clients, I run a marketing firm, but we hardly do any marketing. Why? Because every time we do work, our clients are so happy, they always refer us. So we do very minimal marketing. The only marketing we do is just for presence. We hardly do marketing to say, oh, come and do business.
Or more customers.
Because if you do your business well, the people you're doing business with should be happy enough to refer you. And if those guys are referring you to the right people, then that's actually the most potent form of marketing. So I say the most potent form of marketing is extraordinary service, which is the third thing I was going to say. So first thing is people. Second thing is the tribe. Third thing is extraordinary service. You must always do a little bit more than you promise. Every time, just a little bit more. So if you promise to do 50%, even if it's 50.00001%, make sure that when you're referring to that testimony, you can say, oh, you know what, we promised 50%, but guess what, we've done 50.01%. Yeah, so.
Okay, so I would say, or rather, what are the key things to consider before a business goes on a branding journey?
So, a few things to consider. I always like to start with vision. Usually I always ask the question, what are you trying to build? Right? What are you trying to build? And if you're clear, and that's where we do strategy sessions, you know, so we have sometimes hours and hours of strategy sessions. So a brand is built before, you know, a logo is designed, way before. So this is the impression I want people to have. This is what people to feel about us. This is the feeling I want people to have. This experience we're trying to build. Right? So if you create that vision, that very clear vision, and there's a scripture that I like that says, write the vision, make it plain, so anyone that sees it can run with it. Now, that might sound like scripture, but it's actually strategy. So writing the vision is visioning. Vision is very important. Make it plain. That's brainstorming. Right? So you have an idea, so you write it down. It says make it plain. That means break it down to the littlest, do you understand, details. So make it plain. Look at all the details and be sure you have everything covered. Right? So anyone who sees it, anyone. Now the anyone is people we talked about. The anyone, the first set of people are people inside. Do they believe in the vision? Then the other anyone is the external people, your potential clients. They see they can run with it. Oh, this is a good company, this is good business. So the people that work with you, oh, this is good, let's run with it. Let's go and sell these houses. We believe in it. Then there's other people that now see it. Oh, you know what? This is great product, this is great service. Let's run with it. Right. So that's the first thing to always do. Vision. Make it clear, make it plain, write it down. Then find a professional to walk through it with you. So as much as possible, build for you a professional business plan. Right? So you have a vision, then you have a business plan, and you're clear, and your business contains a lot of things. It contains your target market, you know, your objectives, your USPs, and all those things, right? And then there's now the actual execution of the plan. So human resource, also very important. So people will say, oh, what's
back to the people. Who
absolutely,
are the people that we execute
absolutely,
with?
human resource. So you say, what has branding got to do with human resource? You can never build anything without people. So it's very important that you get the right people. So you think about, so you have a vision, you've written it down, you have a strong business plan, you have your, you know, your marketing strategy, you have your brand strategy, then you now get the right human resource, the right people to help to execute. Then the most important part of building an iconic brand, and I can't say this loud enough, is reinvention. So that would happen through like evaluation. So if you have a vision and you have timelines and you say, you know what, this is what I want to achieve in 3 months, in 6 months, in 9 months, in 12 months, you must always ask yourself, how can we do this better? How can we serve our customers better? How can we tell people the story better? How can we do this better than everybody else? You know, what do we need to do? So it's called putting yourself out of business or cannibalizing your own product, right? It's a strategic term. And what that means is every time you build something, before you launch that thing you're building, you must ask yourself, what is the next best thing that will push this thing out of the market? And you must start building it from that point that you launch it. I'll give you a story. One of the guys I respect very much, Steve Jobs. When he invented the iPod, and they were going to launch the iPod, everyone was going, ooh and ah, oh, wow, fantastic product. This is a breakthrough product. This product is going to change the industry, revolutionize. And it did that. The iPod did that.
Yes.
Right, but where's the iPod today?
Well,
You know what happens to the iPod? The iPhone happens to the iPod.
yeah.
So by himself, he cannibalized his own product. By himself, he put himself out of business. Whilst they were planning the launch of the iPod, this man went on a retreat to design the iPhone. Do you see? While the industry was going
Yeah.
crazy, going berserk over this breakthrough product, he decided, he knew that, you know what, there must be a next level to this. And rather than let somebody else come and take his launch, by himself, he put himself out of business, but for bigger business. So reinvention is also very, very, very important in business. A lot of business in Nigeria, they fail, you know, because of lack of reinvention, lack of innovation, lack of creativity, lack of thinking.
Innovation comes in.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So they say time goes when you're having fun. Time check is
Alright.
about 11:30, and
Oh,
it's
already.
time for our spelling bee segment. We'll go for this
Fantastic.
quick break. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines for the spelling bee. Stick around. I'll be back.
Right. Yeah, very simple.
The value of an idea lies in the usage.
Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living."
Tune in to Spotlight on Yabatech Radio, 89.3 FM every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we discuss various businesses that started up as just simple ideas. Spotlight is brought to you by Young and Seven.
I'm going back.
Yeah, okay.
You're welcome back. If you're just tuning in, this is still Spotlight on Yabatech Radio 89.3 FM, and it's time for our spelling bee segment. We are the gurus in the house. Can you spell words correctly without missing any alphabet? Are you good with words that have double C, double O, double N, and the likes? So feel free to call in to spell some words for me. Your ability to spell 3 correctly, you know, wins for you an airtime. So you get airtime if you're able to spell just 3 words correctly. The words are very easy. Just spell a minimum of 3 words correctly. You get to win airtime. If you spell the 5 of them correctly, 5 words correctly, you also get to win a bigger amount of airtime. So the numbers to call: 07018001783, 09131384110. Are you good with words? Can you spell words correctly? Call me up: 07018001783, 09131384110. So today we are giving out airtime for the spelling bee segment. You know, feel free to call me up. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Your name is what? Orokiri. Is that what you said? Alright, are you ready to spell words for me? Well, before then, where are you calling me from? Where are you calling me from? Where are you? Where are you calling me from? Shomolu. Alright, let's do this. Now, spell the word success. Spell that again, darling. Spell it again. Spell success again, calmly, so you get it right this time. That is correct. Well done. Spell the word choose. Choose. That is correct. Well done. Spell the word. Now, what word am I going to give to you now? Spell the word peace. Spell the word peace. Peace. That is correct. Well done, darling. Well done. Are you ready to spell my other two words? All right. Spell the word factual. Spell the word factual. Factual. Yes. That is correct. Fantastic. Now, your last word for today. Spell the word tyranny. Tyranny. Oh no. Can you spell that again? I really want you to win. Spell that again. Hello, are you there? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, I said spell the word tyranny. Tyranny. Oh, that is not correct, my darling. But you are still a winner on this show. Congratulations. We are able to spell at least 3 words correctly. In fact, you spelled 4 words correctly. So congratulations to you. Can I have your last 4 digits? The last 4, your last 4 numbers. Is mommy there with you? Hello, mommy, is that you? Okay, elder sister. Can you give me the last 4 digits of the phone number? Take that again. Hello. 5523. All right, elder sister, this is what you're going to do for me. Please send the full number on WhatsApp to 081. Are you there? 081 3303 8749 to claim his prize, okay? 081 3303 8749, okay? You're welcome. Congratulations to him, okay?
Well done.
All right. 07018001783. Can you spell words correctly? 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call. So feel free to call in to be part of the Spelling Bee segment. I know there's holiday and everyone is at home, so let's call in to win airtime, okay? Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Kayode, where are you calling me from today? All right, Kayode, happy Salah. All right, are you ready to spell? All right, let's do this. Kayode, spell the word publicly. Publicly. That is correct. Spell the word instigate. That is correct. Spell the word insurgent. Yes. That is correct. Well done. Well done, Kayode. Spell the word licentious. Yes. Try. Okay. Licentious. Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong, Kayode. Licentious is spelled Licentious. Thank you for calling, but you're still a winner, and you get your airtime at the end of the show. So let me have your last 4 digits. 4260. So send your full number to 081 3303 8749. Did you get that? Alright, thank you so much for calling. Okay, so the first two callers already won airtime on the show. So what are you waiting for? Call me up 07018001783 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call to. Feel free to be part of the show, to be part of the spelling bee segment. So you're very good with words. Are you good with words, especially with words that have maybe double C, double N, double I, and the likes? Feel free to call me up 07018001783 09131384110. Your ability to spell at least 3 words correctly, qualifies you to win airtime. So you win airtime on the show just by spelling 3 words correctly. And if you can spell 5, you win a bigger amount of airtime. The numbers to call again: 07018001783 09131384110. Can you spell words correctly? Feel free to call me up. Is that? Yeah, he did. As in, you know what? I couldn't give him any words I have here. So I had to start thinking of words because he's a small boy. Alright, let's go back. Somebody's calling. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Blessing. Where are you calling me from? Okay, Blessing. Are you ready to spell my words this morning? Alright, let's do this. Blessing, spell the word label. That is correct. Spell the word noodles. Spell that again. Oh, that is wrong, my darling. That is wrong. Noodles is spelled Noodles. But thank you so much for calling. Yes, noodles. I didn't say needle. I said noodles. Thanks for calling, Blessing. Okay, 07018001783 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call. So feel free to be part of the spelling bee segment here on Spotlight. Are you good with words? Can you spell words correctly? Call in 07018001783 09131384110. Adeomi Oshodi is on my live video telling me she wants to spell. Call in and spell. Let me give you big words. Think I'll give you noodles. No. 07018001783 09131384110. Feel free to call to be part of our spelling bee segment. We have airtime to give away, so just spell at least 3 words correctly and you get airtime at the end of the show. It's about 3 minutes to the end of the segment, so you want to call now so we can wrap this up. 07018001783. It feels like Salah came now. Is this Salah Father Salah or Salah Father? Or Father Christmas, how do you say the Salah version of it? Came to the studio and has loads of airtime to give away today. So call me up if you can spell words correctly. And it's open to everybody, even if you're 30 years old, 27, 25, 18, 15, 10, Feel free to call me up 07018001783 09131384110. Can you spell words correctly without missing any alphabet? So feel free to call me up and let's do this. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Damilare, where are you calling me from? Damilare from Mushin. Alright, are you ready to spell? Alright, Damilare, let's do this. Damilare, spell the word recommend. Damilare, please call me back. 07018001783 09131384110. Damilare, please call me back. 07018001783 09131384110. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show. Oh yeah, Damilare, spell the word recommend. That is correct. Spell the word partisan. Partisan. Take that again. No, not artisan. I didn't say artisan. Partisan. Partisan. Yes. Mm-hmm. That is correct. Spell the word invertebrates. Mm-hmm. 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 That is correct. Well done. Spell the word maverick. 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 Maverick.
Maverick.
Maverick. Yes. Damn, Larry, that is wrong, but you're still a winner. You got 3 words correctly. Maverick is spelled Maverick. So thank you so much for calling. Please send your number to 081 3303 8749. Did you get that? Okay, hold on. Let me take it again. Before then, give me your last 4 digits of your phone number. The last 4 digits of your phone number. Damn, Larry, are you there? Give me the last 4 digits of your phone number. 3321. Okay. All right. So send your full number on WhatsApp to 081 3303 8749. Okay? Just send it via text then. Thank you so much for calling Damilari. Okay, can I take one more call? If you're listening to me, I can do one more call. It's 11:44 and we have to wrap this up at 11:45. 07018001783 09131384110. Just one more call and we're done. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning, welcome to the show. What's your name? Please, can you turn down the volume for a radio set so we can hear ourselves clearly, please? Your name is Success. Okay, Success, where are you calling me from? Success from Mushin. Alright, are you ready to spell my words this morning? Alright, let's do this. Success, spell the word personnel. Yes. That is correct. Spell the word traveling. Yes. That is correct. Spell the word cheese. 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 Cheese.
What you doing? Let's
Cheese.
take a picture.
What did you say? Spell that again. That is correct. Spell the word gallop. Yes. Mm-hmm. Spell that again. Not gallon. I said gallop. 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 That is correct. Spell the word neophyte. Neophyte. That is correct. Well done. Well done. Well done, Success. Well done. Well done. Okay, so Success, please send your full number to 081 3303 8749. And also, let me have the last 4 digits of your phone number. 0008. Okay, so send your full number to 081 3303 8749. Okay? Thank you so much for calling. All right. Yes, and that's it for the Spelling Bee segment this morning. Shout out to Orokiri, my first caller. Shout out to Kayode and shout out to Success. Thank you all for calling into the Spelling Bee segment. So now we'll continue with our interview with Tolu Moyon. We'll go for this quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. Stick around. Okay. It's just to get people involved and active on the show.
That's very good. Yes, yes, yes.
You're welcome back. If you're just tuning in, this is still Spotlight on Yabatech Radio 89.3 FM, and we have been talking building an iconic brand just before we had the spelling bee segment with Tolumoyo, and it's been an insightful one here. Some of the things that he said a brand is a consistent perception of a product or service. Now, a brand is not your logo. Branding is not your logo. Let's keep correcting that. Okay, so now, based on your years in marketing, branding, and the likes,
Yeah.
what are the most common mistakes you see a lot of brands make, and how do you think they can correct these mistakes?
Yeah, so there are a few mistakes that I've encountered in my experience, and it's interesting. It will be mostly the inverse of things we spoke about earlier. So, for instance, one of the biggest mistakes is not deciding early what you're building. So, for most people, most businesses in Nigeria, they've been in business for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Some people have been in business forever, and they've never actually thought for one day to say, you know what, how do I build something that will outlive me, right? So that's one of the biggest mistakes, not crafting the vision early. It's never too late to craft a vision, no matter how long you've been in business. Some people are in business, they are successful in quotes, they're making money, and they say, you know what, that's fine. But most times you find out, in some cases, the CEOs or the chairman of these companies die, and then there's no company anymore.
Closes up immediately.
Yeah, a lot of times it's not built a brand, because the brand, the company at the time revolves around the owner. Until you build a brand that outlives your personality, that is beyond your personality, you actually haven't built a business. Because if you pass on today and your business cannot go on without you,
And there's a problem.
then there's a problem. So that's one of the biggest problems that people make. The other problem is the lack of innovation.
Yeah, we talked about
Right.
that.
Oh Lord, the level of just people lying down in their comfort zone is massive. People need to start thinking outside the box. As a matter of fact, I recommend to my clients that you always have someone in your company that is thinking next level. All they're doing every day is asking, how can we improve our customer service? How can this service be better? How can our product packaging be better? How can our thinking be better?
Control.
Yeah, sort of. It's not even quality control. It's a quality out of control. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because
I
sometimes if you
get
think quality control, you think, oh, let's keep the quality. No, no, we're not keeping the quality. We're improving. So quality improvement, if you like, right? Quality improvement person. You must always think next level.
Must keep asking
Every
the
day you
question.
wake up.
How can?
I say to my CEOs, my friends, my clients, every day you wake up, your business is two things: innovation and marketing. First, how does my product today beat my product yesterday? And two, how do I get the right people to see it? Those are the two, questions that you must ask yourself. So those are the, mistakes that people usually make. And then the final thing, I'm sure, structure and processes.
Yeah.
Most business in Nigeria are not structured. They don't have processes, they don't have systems. And, you cannot rise beyond the system that you have built for your business. So you must have those processes and structure in place. Yes.
Okay, so must every brand have a story? We hear a lot of people talk about, brand story, brand story, brand story. Must
Yeah.
every business have a brand story? Now, I asked this question in the light of someone who just wakes up one morning and out of hunger should not go and kill me, let me start a business, and the ginger is profit making.
Yes.
So, would you consider that? Would the ginger or the hungry and being hungry, is that the story?
Yes.
So must every business have a brand story?
Absolutely, that's the story. And there are loads and loads of those stories all over the world of people that nearly died of hunger and say, no, I can't die of hunger. Because you see, when we talk about storytelling, brand storytelling, right, I cannot overemphasize. It's something I'm very passionate about. If people ask me what I do, I tell them I'm a storyteller. And they say, with this your suit and this your, you can't be, I say I'm a storyteller. The truth is, the most effective form of marketing is storytelling. Because people will forget advertisements, they will forget flyers, they will forget billboards, but they never forget a story. The stories your parents or your grandparents told you when you're 3 or 4 or 5, you haven't forgotten it today. So you must always weave your marketing around the storytelling. So storytelling is very important, and it must I wrote a book about how to build a story, how to craft a story. One of the most important elements of a story is that it must be authentic. was authentic. So why did you start a business? Many people say to you that they are accidental entrepreneurs. That's the story. And it will inspire someone out there that's thinking, I actually didn't turn out to be an entrepreneur. For some of us that, a few of us that say, you know what, from when we left, we say, no, I'm never going to work with anybody. I want to run my own business. There's people like that. For some people, it's just that they stumbled on something. They say, this thing might sell. They sell it to their family members, and you know, before you know it, they're selling to other people. And so, storytelling is the most important form of marketing, and every business must have a brand story. And what does a brand story mean, really? Basically means, why are you in business? You know, it's basically telling your story. Why are we in business? And if you don't have your why, you're in business. You shouldn't be in business. So absolutely, but it's not able to find someone, most times an expert, that can help you pull out. So when for you, it's just the hunger won't kill me, I start business. But when I take that story of someone that hunger wanted to kill, and I turn into a marketing, you know, weapon,
It becomes
then
a full document.
it becomes something else. Yeah.
Okay, so quickly, in 30 seconds, what are the parameters for measuring if this branding that I have done, if it was success?
Yeah. So, you know, remember I said from the beginning that there are three things I must do. First is, what am I trying to build? Two, who is interested in it? And three, why would they buy it? Okay. Before you start to brand, you must ask yourself those three questions. What am I building? You know, who am I building it for? And why would they buy it? When you ask those three questions, by the time you're done building, you go back to the questions again. What am I trying to build? I'm trying to build a brand that creates this. Then you ask the people, is our branding doing this for you? Is our product doing this for you? Is our service doing this for you? And they say yes. Then, who are you interested in? You know, look at the people that are buying from you. Are they people that you started out doing business with? Right? Or doing business? Are they the people you started the business for? If they are, then you say that, oh, that's successful. Then you now ask them also, are we meeting your needs? Are we doing what we promised to do? So you must have questionnaires every time. You just constantly evaluate your business. When you ask those questions, then you get the right answers.
Okay, thank you so much to
Thank
me.
you very much.
I had a good time talking to you on branding, and
Same
I hope
here.
our listeners at home picked a thing or two from our interview today.
So.
To all those who called in during this spelling bee segment, you get your airtime very, very soon. And once again, happy Salah to our Muslim faithful. Do enjoy the holiday and come to work tomorrow refreshed. I sounded like
Hopefully.
HR. Okay, do have a beautiful Wednesday. For me, I'm saying bye and have a great day.
Right.
Okay. These people come and chase me out of the studio. I have to finish you at
I know, right?
11:65 on the dot.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Let's take pictures.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can take here, then we take outside. Let me wrap this up.